little pull in. See what the Shelby can do. Second gear is not gonna hook, but fuck it. Yep, and that's not good. Time to leave. All right, boys, good morning. Let's test the Shelby and see what she can do today. Let her warm up tires a little bit. So we're rocking the Michelins up front, Toyo's in the rear. Just got done checking the tire pressure, 32 up front cold. I put the rears at 28. Temps look good, engine oil 190, oil pressure 124, trans is 105. That dual clutch is the best thing that ever happened to America. All right, so we're gonna do some back road driving, do some little cruising, back roads, make sure car feels really good today. Roads are a little damp. Clutch is feeling amazing. Upshift feels so good, guys. I like when I tell you I was so excited to have this car back. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad with the windows down, but like when I'm telling you I've been dying to have this car back. It just feels like the ultimate Mustang. And I say I love Apollo all the time, and I really, really do. And everyone's like, why do you have two S550s? They're the same exact car. Guys, I'm telling you, they're nowhere near the same. Nowhere near. Nowhere near close at all. Not getting stuck behind a Prius. You know, after driving this car for the first time and seeing how powerful and how capable this car is, it only really makes me think of what the new S650 GTD, I don't know why I keep thinking GTH, like the Heritage one or whatever, but the GTD, I can't imagine how that car feels, because this car feels so amazing. Like one of the first time I drove this car, I was speechless. It did everything I wanted it to do. Granted, it does feel heavy up front, it does feel heavy on the big end, but other than that, like, I have no complaints with this car whatsoever. Nice and cool right now, got water in the tank. Little downshifts. Second gear is brutal. Gonna have to sandbag a little bit, got a truck in front of us. So you guys like dancing with the devil, huh? This car, dude. I could have pushed that turn so much faster, but obviously we're not. Whew, just like that, little adrenaline rush, right back up to the cars in front of us. I mean, this thing just has so much fight in it. It feels like, it just feels like it doesn't want to quit when you're driving it. The power's there, the torque's there, and granted, guys, this is still on pump gas. Still on pump gas. So I mean, it's only gonna get better from here. Only gonna get better from here. On 93, it made, I think it was 840 to the wheels, and we still had a very, very slight little wheel spin on the dyno, and we were putting so much spray down. And what I mean by spray, what the spray is, it's like that stuff for the track that makes your tires super sticky, like the track prep, I guess we can call it. Track prep on the tires, and it was still spinning. And the car's making 633 torque, which I like. I love how the Coyotes are, because, you know, you guys saw how I hit it a little bit. It doesn't give you that initial hard hit right off the bat to break the tires loose. It kind of gradually goes in, and you slowly feel the car wanting to break loose, which I like. It's a gradual, it's not an initial hit to shock the whole chassis of the car, to throw the balance of the car off, throw the weight off, to throw anything off where you're gonna feel unbalanced and unsettled almost, like the S550, like the regular S550 feels. That's how my GT feels. This car's got a little over 14,000 miles on it. I can't even remember when I got it. I think I got it like almost about to flip 10,000, like 9,500 and some change, I want to say. So we really didn't even put many miles on it. I know I drove it to Florida and back. So I did a full road trip in this car. I was practically living out of this car for a little more than a week, which was so much fun because I got to drive this car all the way down the East Coast, all the way back. And now we're about to do a quest of obviously hitting 9 seconds with this car, which is more than capable of, easy. Could we hit 8s? That's a possibility, but I have other plans set on this car. Everyone has already done the 9s, they've already done the 8s. I don't know if anyone's broken 7s yet with the new GT500s, just because of the dual clutch and leaving. That's usually the problem with these, is the 60 foot. 60 foot's the hard area to really gain numbers in. The dual clutch is good, but it's only capable of so much sometimes. I mean, the blower whine is so more like consistent in your face. I don't know how well it's gonna pick up on camera, but you can hear it. I don't know if you're in the market for a GT500, the reason you click for this video, or if you just like me and you like watching the channel, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I don't usually film with the GoPro much. I never liked it, always had bad luck with GoPros. But you know, I figured why not give you guys a little POV shot. I wanted to rip on the car a little bit. It feels fast. I mean, I'm used to faster driving in this before in other cars, in the GTR for instance. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, I love this car. I freaking love this car. The way it dives into the corners, absolutely beautiful. Granted, like I said, if I could take more weight off the front end, I could, but you can only do so much with having a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 under the hood, rocking a 2650 supercharger, which is stock. I don't think porting it increases that. It's just more airflow volume, I'm almost positive. But the blower whine is just right there in your face. This will wake up the world. Corsa Extreme for the win. So the best thing I like about the Shelby is just overall drivability with the DCT. I love driving the 10-speed. 10-speed, you guys know, it can tend to be clunky, especially after you put a one-piece drive shaft. It's not bread and butter, it's not the smoothest, but you can do a lot of tuning and clean it up. And yes, eventually you can get better, but there will still always be that clunk because once you lose that two-piece drive shaft, it's gonna have that little hit. It's got that give where it was giving with the two-piece, it's gotta give it somewhere else, so you're gonna feel that clunk. But with this car, so when, like, for instance, when I'm coming out to the light, I'll be in second gear and I don't downshift to first. I never ever downshift to first coming to a light, always downshift to second, and then that's it. Car goes from second, and then as soon as I come to a stop, you'll see the car click right over back in first, which is great because you don't feel that nasty clunking, and if you got a passenger in the car, they're like, what the hell was that? So it feels good. Overall, I mean, realistically, guys, being 100% honest with you, and that's all I ever am, is honest. I'm not the type of person to pump up numbers or nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all like it is because it's the real world and real shit. Not gonna lie about nothing, so that's one thing you guys must know about me. I do not lie. I can't stand liars. People that lie and talk shit, yeah, they're not in my book. That's why I have little to no friends. But I'm gonna tell you all this, honestly, the car drives better than when I got it. With everything we've done, temp-wise, shifting-wise, and I'm not just saying this to pump up the shop, it genuinely does. And I know they took care of it. They did their job. They did the very, very good job taking care of this car. And he did a very good job tuning it. Like, listen, there would be a delay sometimes on the 3 to 4 shifts before, and I don't know why. Granted, this is like one of the early 2020s that left the plant. I don't know, maybe if that was something to do with it. I don't know if the car was just tuned super early under ownership from the previous owner, and Ford never got to update the transmission, so I don't know. I will never know, honestly. I know the trans did need one update. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys even watched me back then. Like maybe close to a year ago now, I took this car on a full trip down to Florida, and on my way back, I was stopping in Georgia to sleep at my buddy's house, and the car threw a wrench light. And wrench light was for the transmission. Transmission had it's when you drive the car too long in manual mode. Manual mode, for some reason, there was a glitch, there was an error. Nothing was physically wrong. If I could... There's sirens coming from somewhere. Something happened. Yep, there's cops going everywhere. Hopefully everyone's good. But scared me for a second. Thought he was coming for me. Yeah, as I was saying with the code, it was a very common thing. It happened with a lot of people, so I don't know. I've never seen it personally happen to anyone else or post anything, but it did happen. Dang, there's another cop right there too. Oh yeah, something bad must have happened. Hopefully everyone's safe though. And yeah, we're ripping the Shelby. Now the coast is clear. We're out. All right, guys, we just got back to the house with Zeus, and I must say the car feels amazing. Put a little bit of more pump gas back in it. We're gonna take the car out and drive it again later. I want to bring it back now. It's hot, too much traffic. Let the car cool down. We're gonna wash it eventually, but we have some stuff to do. We got to get everything situated for the week because we're 1 week out from Mustang Week, like I was telling you guys, and we need merch. If you guys want merch, I'm telling you right now, I was gonna sell the shirts 20 bucks a piece, just for you guys, give you guys a discount. Obviously, it's a little cheaper than the website with shipping and everything. So 20 bucks a shirt. If you guys want a shirt, let me know. Please message me on Instagram. I'm gonna probably maybe bring like 50, 60 shirts. Nothing crazy. I don't want to bring anything back with me. Last time I sold out 100, but having 100 shirts in the car was just way too much. And then plus, if I need to bring 2 extra tires, it's gonna be a lot. So, on other news, Mods of Fame, my good buddy, he's got the Hellcats. You guys know he's got the twin turbo Hellcat with the supercharger going on. So he's got some pretty crazy builds. If you haven't checked him out, go check him out. But he invited us to Fuel Fest. Fuel Fest is September 9th. So we're gonna have to leave Mustang Week 1 day early in order to do this. So I want you guys to answer this right now. Do you guys want to see Zeus at Fuel Fest taking out some BMWs, some imports, because it's 800 wheel horsepower and down. You can't have more than 800. So obviously you guys know how hot it is. Doing pulls without ice in the tank, car makes right at 800. Like it's literally dead ass right at 800. Cannot get more or less, and you really can't adjust the boost of these cars. So it's not like I can just change it on the fly. And okay, I would have to change pulleys, I would change belts, and I really don't think anyone's gonna be exactly right at 800. So I think we're gonna do that. If we do that, we're gonna leave Mustang Week 1 day early. I'm driving the car there. I'm driving the car back. And then as soon as I get home, clean it up, throw the car on a tire, because we still have the tires that we did get from Stang Mode. So we do have them with the signature wheels to match. And we'll throw the car up on the trailer with Yeti, and we should be ready to rock. So I don't know. I'm weighing my options as of now. We do have some stuff to take care of first. So got a lot of thinking to do, but I think we're going to get the wrapped on lift, wheels and tires off, and drop the other stuff off at powder coating. So yeah, let's get her done. So this is what the shop told me to get, kind of like somewhat similar to this. Concentrated global antifreeze and coolant. So you're going to want to put that in the box just like as a little mix, just to keep everything lubricated, and then when we drain it, we'll have to drain it out into the bucket so none of the coolant goes out in the grass. But it's so blended and mixed, they said it's practically water at that point. Usually this stuff just sticks to all the materials on the inside, keeps everything nice, fresh, lubricated, because they said if you just add water, it will actually build up like almost like a calcium of that white chunky buildup stuff that looks really dry sometimes, almost like how coolant looks, that dry when it spills. But yeah, this is what we need. We got to go pick this up real quick, and no better car to take than the Shelby. All right, let's get a little pull in, see what the Shelby can do. Second gear is not gonna hook, but fuck it. All right, so we just picked up the coolant. It's the global one, 50/50. That's what we needed. And check out what came in next to us. It is a twin turbo GT3. I think he said it's like a 2015 or a 16. But yeah, he said it's around 1,000 on pump gas right now. I would like to race him real quick. Maybe we can find out. I know we're gonna get smoked, but that thing is beautiful. Full cage in it. These cars are so tiny next to the Shelby. God, but I love this spec. This right here is perfect. Beautiful GT3. I mean, look at the difference. Can y'all see the difference on camera? The Shelby is a straight boat next to this. Little Corvette action, okay. I hear a little cam up in there. That thing is nice. Yeah, factory stock hood, yeah. So this was the twin turbo GT3 I was just showing you guys, and I was looking for the turbos like kind of in the bumper or something, but he custom fabbed it himself and put them all underneath the car. You see the wastegate right there? Wastegates. You got the wastegates all the way in the back. I don't know how the hell you fit that. Look at the size, Jesus. Oh yeah, you can hear the. Oh my God. That sounds right. There goes the Porsche. Super, super cool dude. I knew we would have got our ass absolutely destroyed. We would have got destroyed against that. But I figured, why not? Does he want to run it? He said he's got stuff to do. He already knew he was going to take a double on that one, so we'll save a loss for the Shelby another day. That's crazy though. That twin turbo kit was insane. I've never seen a twin turbo kit like that before in my life, especially on a Porsche. They're tight as is, and that thing was tucked all the way up there. You guys saw that where the wastegates were and stuff. And of course, he's going my way. Damn. You guys hear it? I don't know if y'all can hear that. He just ripped on it. All right, we got to the house. Let me see if I can see the drain for it. So I've got the wheel all the way to the left. Now let's jump out and see if we can see the nozzle that they were talking about. Not from what I can see here. Let's try to turn the wheel the other way. Oh yes, I see it. So see that blue knob right there, guys? I don't know how well it's gonna show up on camera. Yeah, well, right there, that blue knob, that's the valve right there. So whenever we want to drain that, I could jack up the driver's side, get under there with a nice big bucket and drain all, like majority, not everything, but as much as I can get out of it. And then when we go to race the car again or whatever the case may be, we fill the case up, the little container back up with ice, and then we should be making roughly 840 to the wheels, because that's what it did with a little bit of ice in there. But I mean, course is the way to go with the Shelby, obviously. And with the GTs, I mean, just listen. I would not change this car for anything right now, except the GTD. That I'll trade for. Maybe this and that I would trade for, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that car in the comments, but that is going to be a wrap today. Let's see. That double backfire sounded really nice.
In my life when I dropped out of class and I fucked you to college, they scamming your ass and you don't even know what the fuck you there for. Government made you the puppet, you know. Ain't nobody gonna tell you, but the only ones that stay on woke. Yeah. Please wear your mask, they gon' save you. Stupid motherfucker, that's a joke. Yeah. Once he starts calling, the calling won't stop till my Lord Jesus Christ. We ain't praying enough, and I told him I'm sorry, please give me a chance. Take me to heaven, it's time to advance. Yeah. Granted all the wishes for the haters that be dissing for the ones that go miss a lot. Yeah. Ain't no way I'm missing like an eagle with a vision, and I'm going through the inside like damn.